Okay, hello everyone. Let's get started. So in today's video, we'll continue talking about Cloudera Manager, and today we'll talk about how to add a new service to our cluster. Yeah. So as you remember, all services which are currently running on our cluster are displayed here. Yeah. So what to do if we want to add another one? Yeah, so how to do that? So that's the thing I will guide you through today. Okay, so in the previous video, just a reminder, I showed you how to change um, the amount of data nodes in our cluster and how to change a replication factor to be used in our cluster. Yeah, if you haven't watched that video, you can do that now. The link should appear on the top right corner. Yeah? But we continue. So today, as an example, we will install a NoSQL database to our cluster called HBase, right? So to add a new service here on our cluster, we select Add Service, right? So here we have a complete list of services which we can deploy. Yeah, so please note that here we have the full list, also including those services which have been already installed. Yeah, and if the service is already installed, you can see that sign, right? So meaning that this has been already installed. Yeah? So we are going to install HBase. So just select HBase and click continue. Okay. Uh, um, okay, so by default we need some services to be assigned. So each service has some roles to be distributed across our cluster. So master, which goes to the most powerful manager, host, and 3 regional servers. So what is that we'll talk about later. Okay, continue. Okay, let's keep it right now by default. We can change it later. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, so we need to create some folders and so on. Okay. Okay, so it has been installed, but we need to manually start it, right? So here is an HBase, new service. It stopped. Okay, so let's just start it. Start. Okay, so here we can track what happens. Now, of course, that will take a while. And after starting, we will test that a bit by starting HBase shell application. Okay, let's wait. Start, restart. Okay, so since we haven't started it yet, we need to redeploy configuration, right? Okay, so basically we are now restarting the whole cluster. So as you see, we are stopping right now all the services. Yeah, and also you might notice when you shut down your cluster and start it once again that there are some services which are not running or running not as they should. So in that case, just feel free to restart them. I will show how to do that a bit later. Okay, now we are starting everything once again. So in the correct order. Okay, so the first the zookeeper should be started. We'll talk a bit later what the zookeeper actually is and why we need it. So zookeeper, HDFS, but you don't need to worry about order in which we start services because Cloudera Manager takes care about that, right? So no worries at all. But of course that will take a while. Okay, so now we are starting Yarn, yet another resource negotiator. So extremely important service which actually coordinates uh, how resources have been given to any process we run in our cluster. So we'll talk in more details about Yarn and we'll discuss Spark. Probably the most important computation framework for big data. Okay, starting Hive. And also here you can track the time, right? How much time it takes to complete that. And also here you can see the corresponding statistics for a particular service, right? Okay, the final one, not the final one, but Uzi, yeah, the scheduler. Let's wait a bit. And of course, how far that will be done also depends on your hardware. So how much resources you have dedicated to your virtual machines. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, once it is done, let's test. Okay, so and finally we are deploying configuration. Finish. Okay. Okay, HBase. So seems to be running, right? Okay. And let's test that by executing HBase shell, yeah, on one of our nodes. So for example, I have done that on node 1, but actually it doesn't matter on which one you do that. Okay. And yeah, okay. And so the syntax of HBase is completely different from SQL or Hive. Yeah, but for now, we just need to check whether it works or not. Okay, list namespace. Okay, so the namespace is the analog of database. Yeah, list namespace, and we have two databases or namespaces, default and HBase. Yeah, so with that, we consider that HBase should be working. And that actually also concludes our video related to a new service installation. And we took HBase as an example. So still, if you have some questions, something is not clear, so don't hesitate to leave a comment under the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you find these videos useful. Yeah, also, please visit my website available at blog.dataguru.guide, where you can find some posts related to big data and Java. Yeah, also written step-by-step manuals, which I cover in that videos. So if you prefer reading something, not watching, you are more than welcome. But from my side, that's all for today. Thanks to all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.